In 2019, a crack commando unit was exiled to America for a crime they didn't commit. These women promptly escaped from a minimum security concentration camp into the Washington underground. Today, still wanted by the government, they survive as folders and sorters. If you have a first world problem, if no one can help, and if you can find them, maybe you can hire the Ass Squad.
I ain't getting on no airplane.
That at my funeral, please. Like, on repeat, until everyone gets sick of it. And you don't get to leave until you're sick of it. Anyway, good hello, everybody. Welcome to Munted News for the July in the peak year, no less. Alright, Jeffrey Epstein, pictured here. Oh, God. Has been refused the medical right to get his bollocks chopped off in prison. Epstein, now known as Jemima Epstein, pronouns Zim, Zerbite, Zanzibar, and Zach Exley, has requested relocation to an all-women's facility to accommodate her Zanzibar's newly discovered gender identity. In a strange twist of fate, however, Epstein was eventually moved to a juvenile offenders facility on account of also identifying as 14 years old. And far be it from anyone to deny basic human rights to the trans-pedo community. What? Pedo means children. So someone who transitions into a child is called a trans-pedo. I don't know what kind of bigoted thing you all were thinking of in some kind of transphobic knee-jerk, but that's just how words work. Epstein, being only accustomed to the presence of normal everyday security officers in a maximum security prison, was, to say the least, ill-prepared for life in a juvenile facility. The mostly female prison guards had raped him to death within 15 minutes of arrival. I mean, Zim. In other news, the Catholic Church has officially recognized Belle Delphine as a saint. Cardinals in the Vatican reached a unanimous decision to canonize the young Instagram influencer early in the hours of a Sunday. I mean, it's bloody mental, isn't it? And I should know I'm the Pope, said the Pope. I mean, we made Bridget of Kildare a saint, and all she did was turn bathwater into beer. This bloody mad lady, she turned it fucking gold, do you know what I mean? Well, gold and herpes, yeah, but that's two miracles for the price of one, isn't it? The third one was getting away with it. You raise a good point, Your Holiness. Thank you. Most people don't appreciate it. Do put it away now, there's a good boy. Don't tell me what to do, mate. All right. The Vatican is celebrating the occasion by ordering 50 gallons of Gamer Girl farts transported in the medium of bagpipes for some reason. Who the hell knows what those crazy cats get up to? Saint Belle, as she is now known, has had 3 hospitals named after her and already has a 15-foot shrine in white marble erected in her honor outside a church in downtown Kyoto for some reason. The statue is reported to be octopus-themed. We don't have any pictures, but it's apparently a little bit like the Fearless Girl and the Bull. But like 5 seconds later in that story. Nips just want a money shot, man. Well, never mind. A man from the humanitarian activist group Antifa is facing a 20-year death sentence for nothing more than the misdemeanor of licking some ice and putting it back in the freezer. We in the politically correct media are, of course, appalled by this despotic state of affairs. Antifa have licked no fewer than 213 food products and then placed them back on the shelves, and exactly 0 people have died as a result. Whereas look how many mass murderers are coming from Anticom. 90 Americans die every second from Anticom-related shit. What? There is no Anticom. There is no right-wing equivalent of a homogenous group of terrorists who can materialize in any major city and not get any legal consequences for their public violence. There isn't even a mafia with enough members to pull that off. Well, in that case, let's just go with the right wing, or allegedly right wing. Let's compare one particular brand of left wing terrorism with the entirety of the right wing, which is about 7.53 billion people, as far as I know. Because, as we know, literally everyone in the world is a far-right extremist except Bernie Sanders, Gandhi, and your name here. I mean, me. Munted news is what we call authoritative. And our lastest but not leastest story. The British government has finally pulled its finger out and decided to make crucial steps in cracking down on immigrants from Sweden. Pictured here. Sweden recently stood up as a nation and declared itself, quote, no longer a nation. Well, not really. You can have it. It's fine. I didn't want it anyway. Pardon. No, I'm fine. I haven't been sleeping much lately, and I spend most of my days in a dressing gown, stumbling from my bed to the bathroom and crying. Isn't that normal? End quote. The UK's initial reaction was, of course, damn it, Sweden, I was going to say that. Now I have to order something else from the continental menu. But since this leaves Sweden with even less culture than England, the Swedish flag is the only flag more inherently offensive than the English one, that means Swedes have no sovereign rights here and can be summarily treated as international criminals. And racist ones at that. They're hilariously bumbling and stupid, and yet tyrannically evil at the same time. Just whatever you feel like. It could be a spring day, it could be a winter day as well. It's entirely up to you, folks. And so it goes. If you see a Swedish man on any British street, you have diplomatic license to capture him and torture him and make him dress like a showgirl and dance for you in the basement. Not Swedish women, though. They're fucking protected. They're a protected class. So do your bit for the political environment and slaughter the unprotected. Knock them down a peg or three, why not? All right, that's all the news month we have for you this news. I've been me. Next time you hear from me, I will be in this paragraph is not satirical. I will be in the continent of the north of the Americas, and I'll be there for like a month this time, with the ICMI in Chicago in the middle of the journey and the Minds Conference in New Jersey at the end, and who knows what kind of shenanigans and all the other bits. Please do support the ICMI if you can. We seriously need to invest some capital into this project if we are to make it a continuable success rather than a financial disaster. Yes, I will not only be there, I will be doing a bit late on the Saturday evening, but I'm not officially a speaker, so I can't say I'm speaking there, although I can, and I say. That's what you'll be paying for, folks! A kind of whimsical and adorably subversive wit. I will see you there, if you can afford it. I could only just this time around, so yeah, don't forget the subscribe star and the Patreon. Do be generous with the PayPal link, actually. I might end up needing it. Alright, I will see you on the other side of the crumpet. I didn't mean crumpet, I meant ocean. I'm so silly, why has no one killed me?